All right. Okay. Here we go. So I started with a kindness class. It sounds weird, right? How do you teach that? Can you teach that? Yes, you can. Some of the assignments include, with my students, I'm on the second semester, and they include kindness challenges, and one involves giving away $10. I wanted them to know that they didn't have to be rich or powerful or employed full-time or whatever qualifications they think they need to be kind. They can have $10 in their pocket and change the course of someone's day. So these students did everything from buy shoes for a homeless man, to eat pizza with a lonely senior, to buy breakup candy for a brokenhearted roommate. But one of the most powerful stories concerned a shy woman who shared that she hadn't seen much kindness in her life. This particular student lived in low-income housing, and every morning she would put her backpack on and she would go down the stairs of her apartment, and an older man would wave to her. Every morning this would happen. She didn't know who he was, just it made her feel good. When she left her apartment, this old man would wave to her. So she gathered up all of her courage and she decided, I'm going to give my $10 to the waving man. So one morning, she had her $10 and she went up to the man and she introduced herself and she said, I would like to give you $10. Maybe you could go to lunch or you could have a coffee, and I want to do that for you because when you wave at me in the morning, it makes me feel good. And the old man looked at her and said, I don't want your $10. I want you to go to college, finish college. I want you to get out of here and I want you to live your dreams. And that student wrote, in one paragraph, she summed up that experience, and I want to share that with you. She wrote, this old man taught me such a valuable lesson about how easy it is just to be nice. We think if we had all the money in the world that we could save everyone, but that's just not the case. Being nice is a way of showing a great example of what it means to be a human being. To this day, I have no idea who that old man is as far as who he claims himself to be. But in my eyes, I see him as a sign of hope. Hope that humanity still has people who are kind in this world. After dealing with so many not so nice people at this point in my life, it's hard to be nice again. But it feels just as refreshing when a stranger can put that faith back in your heart. What I thought was going to be an easy assignment turned out to be an epiphany for me. Kindness is a way of spreading hope of a new future, and I had only wish I had taken this class sooner. I tell my students that kindness is a muscle. You have to flex it. You have to use it in a way that you are consciously kind. I started a Facebook page called the $10 Kindness Club, where people post acts of kindness and inspire others. And for those uncomfortable or even critical about posting acts of kindness, I say this: we have no problem in this country sharing our hate, but if you share your kindness, if you light a candle and glow, you are bragging. But I believe we need as many candles lit as possible. So what I want to say to you is that you're not helpless. You are needed now more than ever. There is a kindness deficit in this country, and you have the chance to lift others up during a time when we need all of the kindness we can get and give. What is also extraordinary about kindness is that the same chemicals that make the recipient of a kind happy are the same chemicals that light up the giver. So you both feel better. The brain chemicals oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin are boosted when we give kindness. It's called the happiness trifecta. It lowers anxiety, depression, and blood pressure. There's also one last magical part about kindness that is backed up by research, and that it's contagious. That being kind or even observing kindness can create a ripple effect of happiness. So lastly, in a world where it's so easy to feel sad, use kindness as a balm. Tell someone they look beautiful. Leave someone a sweet note. Say the positive things you think out loud. I believe that we don't have to walk through all of this darkness alone. So light up your candles, turn on your flashlights, flip on the high beams. We have work to do. Be kind.